Once upon a time, your boy was chopped. I mean, chopped like a salad, chopped like an egg, like karate. It was bad. Your boy was ugly, fugly even. And maybe that's like a stretch. I was just really not like attractive, really was not anyone's first pick. We've talked about this on other videos. What did I do? I tried to fix my clothes. I tried to get new hairstyles. I tried to do the looks maxing stuff. I went to the gym, which, I recommend you do either way. And spoiler alert, it didn't work. None of that stuff worked whatsoever. And so I was kind of faced with this question, what exactly is it that attractive people do to be attractive? Of course, I coped a little bit and I was like, well, it's just genetics. And I found out, no, it literally is not just genetics. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today, because it's such a crazy concept once you understand it. It has very little to do with genetics and everything to do with your identity. We're focusing on external things instead of doing the internal work it requires. In the 60s, there was a plastic surgeon that literally spent his entire career just fixing people's faces. Like, this is his profession, right? Like, this is what he does. Like, imagine your entire face gets reconstructed, and the first thing these people do every single time they get out of the surgery is thinking they're more ugly. Even if objectively they looked more attractive, they thought they were ugly. By the way, that surgeon went on to create the book Psycho-Cybernetics. Go check it out. But this really gets to the point of what we're talking about. Self-image. A lot of people are not focusing on the operating system, and they're focusing on the hardware exterior of like the computer, right? Like, we need to be focused about the ghost in the machine, not the machine itself, if you want to get more attractive. And so what does that look like for you watching this video? I want you to do something. I want you to please grab a notebook, pause this video if you need to. I will literally wait. Just pause the video, come back, and once you've sat down, write down 3 words, gun to your head, be super honest about them, brutally honest. 3 words that you would use to describe yourself. Take your time, pause the video like I said, and then we'll come back. Now look at those words and honestly ask yourself, is this how a man that commands presence, or woman if you're watching, is this how an attractive person would describe themselves? Somebody that commands respect, has presence. If the answer is yes, then you can click off this video. If the answer is no, we have some work to do. Something you need to understand is our brain fires in patterns, and your nervous system cannot distinguish between reality that you tell it and reality. And so a lot of people live in a constant state of stress, for example, and it starts to manifest on their face and they don't even know it. Some people walk around with a scowl and they don't know that it's linked to the way that they think about people. And so your nervous system is constantly reinforcing the things that you actually believe, not only about yourself, but about society as a whole. I know this stuff sounds really woo-woo, but whenever I did this work and I started to literally understand what the conscious mind was and the subconscious, and just filter in things that were very positive and just believe things that were only positive about myself, for example, I slowly started to change and my face became more attractive. And it's the strangest thing in the world till this day. I know there's like a lot of different things you could attribute it to, and I'm really not trying to sit here and brag, but life became significantly easier whenever I became more attractive. People just started treating me nicer. I just started getting things that I wanted and more outcomes and the respect and the halo effect and whatever you want to call it. I had to change my self-image, and of course it took months of just like cross-examining myself and shadow work and understanding all these concepts and stuff. But like when I actually decided one day that I was not ugly anymore, like the things that people used to tell me about my appearance and all that stuff didn't matter, that I was attractive, I literally became more attractive. So here's one thing I want you to do after the video. I want you to go to those words that you wrote down and cross them out if they described you as anything other than attractive. And write down the man that you want to become instead, and sear this in your brain. I need you to read it every single morning and every single night for the next 30 days. Convince yourself, hypnotize yourself that you are more attractive. Some people are gonna look at this video and call it crazy. Cool, let them. Try it. And if it doesn't work, then what did you lose? A couple of seconds in your day? It doesn't matter, right? We can worry about the looks maxing, the clothes and the haircuts and all that other stuff later. Let's focus on the self-image first. You're gonna become a different person. Trust me. Trust me. Once you go down this path, you can never go back. So lock in, boys. Stay focused as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.